what are the HTML core attributes and what are the HTML dynamic attributes? These are the three questions from this single topic. Three interview questions available in this one, sir. But they are testing your background knowledge, not only programming knowledge. So we have to balance both things also. So before starting this one, only for your background awareness, this discussion. But programs we are writing always in the mode of attribute only. The attribute global something we don't want. Now what is the background awareness, sir? First global attributes, sir. Some of HTML attributes belongs to global category. Some of HTML attributes belongs to a specific category. Some are event category, some are the optional category. But what is the differences between all these, sir? Four categories you divided, okay. Names also okay. But differences are coming to that only, sir. Global attributes. It's nothing but an universal. Means, sir, these attributes we can apply on any tag. How many HTML tags are available? And for that every tag we can apply this one. There is no compatibility problem, there is no dependency problem. H1 tag, H2 tag, label, span, paragraph, anchor tag, bold tag, strong tag, EM tag, strike, super, or upcoming tags. And every tag we can apply this one. It's ready to support by that one. So all tags are accessing these attributes. That's why we are saying as it's a global property. Global means enter the dunya anywhere we can use. Enter the dunya anywhere we can access. That is the global attributes means. What are the global attributes, sir? One is the ID. Some names I listed for your convenience. ID, name, class, style, align, width, height, title, etc. etc. These all are the global come universal attributes. It is related to H1 tag only. These attributes related to H1 tag only. Or these attributes belongs to paragraph tag only. Or which tag? This belongs to all tags. That's what we call as a global. And this global alternative pronunciation is core attributes. This is your interview question. They're not using global, sir. They're using basically core. What are the HTML core attributes? Or what are the core attributes in HTML? So you have to explain about the global attributes only. Next one, specific attributes, also called as personal attributes. Global opposite meaning personal. These attributes are supported by the certain tag only, not all tags. Suppose rel is there, na? We already used it in the last example, just a minute. Here we use rel equals to icon. This attribute is supported by the link tag only. Other tags, if you use these attributes, 100% waste. Waste, no use. Link tag only supported that one. Link tag only it is useful that one. Other tags it is not useful. Reason, in relative what we are typing, I want to set the icon. H1 tag is setting icon. See, imagine once H1 relative icon. What is meaning? H1 tag is setting the icon. For heading, who is printing? Next, span tag is setting the icon. No. When a paragraph tag is printing, setting the icon. No. When a subscript tag is printing the icon. No. But that combination not suitable together. So link tag it is suitable that one. So it's a personal of the link. Are supported by the particular tag only. These type of attributes are called as specific to that person. Are specific to this group, are specific to this batch, like that. And global belongs to all. So what are the list I given, sir? Some list, rel, href, SRC, call span, row span, action, ALT, all these are the personal attributes of the sum tags only. The total HTML not supported this one. Maybe one tag supporting, or two tags are supporting, or three tags are supporting. One to a couple of tags, but not all. That is called as specific or personal attributes. The second meaning is that one. Huh? But suppose you want to get the clear picture between the personal and specific and global, sir. For our classroom point of view only we are discussing. For our classroom. Right now I'm explaining, you all are listening. Somebody acting. Huh? Somebody seriously listening, somebody acting. Huh? Joke. This is screen, projector, and this is my laptop, and it's myself, Shiv Kumar, right? Now my explanations belongs to girls only, my explanations belongs to Telugu students only, Andhra candidates only, my explanations belongs to only IT students, or who are sitting in my class for those all students, so I am the global property for your point of view. I'm not belongs to this madam, I'm not belongs to this sir. I belongs to this entire batch. 100 students available, 30 students available. I belongs to all these 30 students. I'm going to sharing my knowledge equally to all these things. So faculty is a global member of this classroom. Anybody you can use, anybody you can communicate with me, anybody you can talk with me, anybody you can listen my, anybody you can write my explanations, you can watch my screen also. No problem. This is global. My notes is global, my screen is also global. You are accessing and online students also accessing. You are listening and online students also listening. I'm the global property for this 6 p.m. batch, right? And you have your laptops, your books, you are also writing some notes, kada somebody. But that notes anybody they can access, or who can access? You only. Who is the owner of that book? That person only they can access. But how it is global? That is personal, specific to you only, not belongs to others. That is second category. So some settings global, universal settings. Some settings personal to some tags only. Other tags they are not supported, those attributes. So the difference between the global and the specific is that one. Next, event attributes, sir. Third one. So what is this event attribute, sir? Right now we are discussing HTML and after that CSS. But HTML, CSS, both we use it for the page design, web page design, right? But this web page functionality decided by the JavaScript. Page designing coming from HTML and CSS. This page functionality decided by the JavaScript. We already discussed an example. Our skeleton is HTML. Our face, this skin tone, this color, these all the things are CSS. What are the works you are doing? Those all are JavaScript. Already what is the comparison we did in the previous sessions? Not remember? Remember whether? If JavaScript is not available, if JavaScript is not implemented, sir, my skeleton available, myself, my body is also available, but I am sitting like this only. JavaScript missing, so functionality missing. I'm not doing anything, silently sitting like this. Because functionality missing. Functioning is missing. Functioning means doing of some task or doing of some work. Whenever the JavaScript is also injected, sir, my body is starting the working. Up to that, my body is not going to starting work. Your mobile's battery charging down, sir. Dead. Mobile battery is there, that is dead. Try to do something with mobile. No. But until to get the charging, mobile aram se sleeping with AC. Common thing. Whenever the charging pin is connected, sir, it is trying to activate. So web page designing comes from the HTML and CSS, sir. A web page, what it is doing, that is decided by the JavaScript. Or how a HTML is calling the JavaScript, sir. How a HTML is executing the JavaScript, sir. A third attributes are going to helping for us. Event attributes, also called as dynamic attributes. This is another interview question. Explain about dynamic attributes, or what are the dynamic attributes in HTML. So which attributes are supports to call the JavaScript program? Which attributes are supports to execute the JavaScript coding? Those attributes are called as the event attributes. So when you are implementing these event attributes, HTML page calling a JavaScript is possible. Whenever they call the JavaScript, this JavaScript performing some logical operations and producing the results. The calculations are, data checkings are, animations are, whatever it may be. Any type of logical operations we can perform with the JavaScript. Designing part coming from the HTML. Actions part is coming from the scripting. With these two interactions provided by, these two interactions are provided by who? Event attributes. HTML, JavaScript, event attributes interaction providing. For that interacting, we have some attributes here, sir. On click, on load, on focus, on blur, on change, on submit, on key press, like the 25 attributes, 25 plus attributes are available. All this comes under the event attributes. How can recognize, sir, when you are seeing is it event attribute or not? It is somebody program, I'm just watching. How can recognize this is event attribute they implemented, sir? Very easy, observe. Observe the screen, sir, very easy. Starting with on. At a third category, how many attributes available? Every attribute first word on is there, see that one. Never missing on in the third category. A 25 plus attributes, first word starting with on. A symbolic representation for easy identification for programmers. On not available, sir, ordinary attribute. These attributes, is there any on or see that? No. But is there any common word? But at least common letter? Not available. So that is non-event attributes. Event attributes, all they starts with always with the on. So that is easiness for us, they design like that. So others program are designed by somebody. If you are watching, observing, you can easily identify they implemented the JavaScript or not. This type of any word is there, conformly they use JavaScript. These type of attributes not found anything, no JavaScript. Is the matter. With these are available in old versions and current versions. In current version, additionally it will comes optional attribute. That is just now we discussed a few minutes back, lang. This is. While explaining of this one, what I said, if you are not designing this or not specified that it will work, sir, I said already. Without designing also it is working, sir. That is nothing but an optional. It's not mandatory to write. And all attributes optional, sir. Maybe somebody they are getting the doubt here. I'll clear the doubt. If I remove the relative, it's working, No, how can say all are optional? Relative compulsory. When can I delete this href? No, then also it is not working. And a relative compulsory, href is also compulsory. It's not optional. But if I remove the lang, sir, still it is working and will get same output only. Lang available, same output. Lang not available also, same output. That is nothing but an optional. It's not mandatory to type. It's not compulsory to mention. But if I remove this one, how browser knows, sir, my language is English and not, sir? Optional we are saying. So optional, I'm taking the chance and neglecting that one. Compulsory we are following, sir. They're giving any choice, sir. What we are doing generally? चल रहा भाई चल कॉमन एग्जाम्पल mask le. It's not mandatory. That's why somebody using, somebody not using. Mask sama. Right? While driving off the bike, helmet you are neglecting like that. Especially in Hyderabad city. No. If they are not going to stopping also, backside they are taking the photo, uploading also. Some one fine morning you are going to catching by the people. That time we will get the kilometer fines. Bike handovers. Simple thing. So checking time maybe you are going to missing, but cameras we are not going to missing either. Compulsory they are taking the snaps. I also booked like that 2 times. Over speeding. So helmet is not optional, it's a rule. But mask is a suggestion, it's not a rule. So that's why maximum while driving off the bikes we are wearing the helmet. Maximum we are avoiding the masks. Fear gone kada. First ఏమంటారు దాన్ని ఫస్ట్ వేవ్ సెకండ్ వేవ్ we did like this no కదా 1 2 3 all comes కదా in second wave I think too much అది wickets so seriously sincerely we used this one. Now we also get an awareness at third wave light nothing affecting maximum fever body pains చూడదు bhai same feeling you have in first wave second wave reason seriousness. Not only you, for me also sir, you go now no mask after class you go putting mask, but first wave second wave scenario with mask we conducted the session also. Seriousness rules ki suggestions ki that is the difference. Rules must follow, suggestions person interest. But language I am not mentioned, but what is my language, how browser knows. Default language, what is my default language, how you know my default language? Telugu swami, I am Andhra Telugu. నేను ఆంధ్ర స్వచ్ఛమైన తెలుగు. In our computer we have regional settings. In our computers we have regional settings. In the regional settings your country name, your language name, your time zone settings are available. So as per that browser is going to recognizing are you going to following English, Arabic, Chinese or something. Where is this regional settings? In control panel we have the regional settings icon. Otherwise are you installed anybody operating system OS installed in your systems? While starting off the OS installation process some files are copying, or 10 minutes or 5 minutes after compulsory it's asking some settings. The current topic is settings. Setting number 1, choose your country. Setting number 2, choose your language. Setting number 3, choose your time zone. GMT plus 530 is something zone available. If you select this then only OS installing. Right or wrong? If I am not selected those, can you continue the OS installation? No chance. And in our OS already your country setting, your language setting is available. Those called as the regional settings. As per that it is going to taking this program. Why this much of risk, Sarah? Simply write like this. That is the best option. Yes, sir. This is the 4th category, optional attributes. So language is optional attribute and type is also optional attribute. These are the types of attributes. Just for your background awareness only, not for programming purpose. In programs, I am not going to highlighting any of these names. I am just using the single pronunciation attribute. Which type of attribute I am not going to touch. But why we have to study and just for your interview purpose only. Your time is bad, these questions comes. I already said 3 FAQs here. FAQ number 1 is this one. FAQ number 2 is this, and FAQ number 3 is this one. Dynamic attributes, one FAQ, sir. Core attributes, one FAQ. Types of attributes, another FAQ. 3 FAQs from here. I'm going to implementing some more attributes. We just discussed the models together. Just for your awareness, I'm saying this aligns are global attribute supported by the 90% of HTML tags, and rel and hrefs are personal attributes. 2-3 tags only supported, not all. And lang optional attribute, not mandatory to specify. And out of 4 models, 3 models we used already. Missing is event attribute JavaScript. That also I'm going to implementing here. Observe. I have one small h1 tag. Headings are click here. A very popular word in our websites. So many times we are observing click here, click here, click here. What happens, sir? If I click there, sir, something code is executing and we'll get some downloading or something. Now I'm going to displaying a small message. Normally message displaying with big size, sir. Message displaying with big size. If user they click on here, sir, I want to execute some JavaScript. Whenever user they click on here, I want to execute some JavaScript. What you are doing, sir? We don't have that much of JavaScript knowledge. Simply hi saying. First time when you are talking with anybody, deeply sharing, no, hi, I am the so and so. What about you? That's all. Second day, third day, fourth day, fifth day, like this. Day to day, your bonding is also increasing. And first day, A to Z, we are not sharing, sir. So what is the event, sir? On click. Event attribute, JavaScript. On click means, sir, if user they click on this h1 tag, run some JavaScript. Where is, sir? Here I am writing some small alert. The JavaScript, sir, just observe. Hello. Close this. Where is JavaScript, sir? A pink color part, JavaScript. What is this alert, sir? One of the function in JavaScript, sir. One of the library function of the JavaScript. And if you have any programming knowledges, C or C++ or Java, .NET, Python or something, printf, scanf, CLR, SR, we have some predefined functions here. Like that, this is JavaScript's predefined function. What it is doing, sir? A small window creating, and in that window, hello message printing. When it is printing, whenever you click. If I'm not clicking, sir, nothing. If I click on this one, you will get that message, see that one. Hello with the box. A small box is created and here we have the hello message. Okay. Again, sir, again click it. Again it will comes. Lifelong, sir, it's lifelong. Lifelong, how many times you are clicking here, that number of times the box is comes. This is we are testing on them. In that alert place, we can write official logic, prime number checking, even number checking, finding the sum or subtraction. And as per your JavaScript knowledge, you can write any type of code there. We don't know any knowledge about it, just a sample alert I displayed that one. So 4 categories covered together here. Every category, one attribute I'm just showing, that is for your understandability purpose. So we want to gain the knowledge what is attribute and what is the purpose of attribute. Attribute is providing some additional settings to tags, and attributes are giving the special instructions to browser for displaying some effective outputs and doing out some special tasks. Throughout the HTML, CSS, attributes meaning same as sir. Type of attributes are changing, sir, but meaning of attributes never go to changing. HTML attributes, what I design here, all are HTML supplied attributes. And HTML along with we have CSS also. CSS also compulsory, our second subject. CSS also we have attributes. Those attributes also we are going to starting now. And from tomorrow onwards, HTML, CSS both running parallelly, sir. Today I am going to starting the inauguration of the HTML. From tomorrow onwards, HTML along with the CSS both running like this, like as a railway track. One track HTML, one track CSS, both traveling like this. The HTML after CSS I am not starting. First, you want to get the clarity together. We already started HTML couple of days back. HTML running, it's already here. It's running. It takes some days. This is the finishing point of the HTML. Couple of days HTML completed already. Now tomorrow onwards, officially we are starting from here CSS. But what happening, sir? CSS and HTML both running like as a railway track like this. Both running. Well, not separate batch, sir. Well, somebody they are asking, sir, CSS link, sir. Link you are not shared, sir. Same batch, same explanation. HTML with collaborated with the CSS, not separate. It is tomorrow onwards our journey. HTML completed after some days, then still CSS continues after some days. Reasons are gap available. This gap is coming here. After that CSS also completed. Then the JavaScript is entering. Up to that JavaScript I am never going to touch it. From here onwards, the JavaScript is going to starting here. So this is our roadmap. Alliance, understand? We already started HTML from couple of days back. Already 3 days or 4 days completed. Tomorrow onwards, CSS coming. So HTML and CSS both explaining combined. After 15 days or 16 days, HTML completed. After completion of HTML, or 4 or 5 days, CSS runs. Only CSS runs. This also completed, sir. Then freshly we are starting JavaScript. So before entering of the JavaScript, we are completely finishing the HTML and CSS. It is one option. Another option, sir, first HTML completing, sir. Until that one, we are not touching the CSS. It is somebody's pattern, sir. Without confusion, I am clearly explaining here. After CSS, JavaScript. It is one more pattern. Only HTML, total finished, then only CSS, total finished, only JavaScript. But I am not following this procedure. I followed the first procedure only. I have my personal reasons. And when you follow like this, sir, integration part you are missing. When you are discussing only HTML you are discussing. Anywhere CSS comes, sir, compulsory a person controlling without using the CSS. After HTML, CSS only you are discussing. This one, we need main integration part. Reasons are, effectively page if you want to design it, HTML support required and CSS support. So that's a balance I am going to designing that one. We will get the better results also, sir. Next one. So for your notes and documentation, means examples, so theory part accessing, I given already one temporary link few days back. I already shared it 2 days back or 3 days back, a temporary link. Shared, yeah. A URL given, kada. So last Monday, no, Tuesday, no, I given a URL for you. Your notes accessing, sir. Maybe you are not copied him, I think. Body attended, mind absent. Couple of days, sir. That day, next day also I said that one. Next day also I said, temporary I am giving one URL. So until to get the Google Classroom link, please access this URL temporarily. In this one, your total theory part examples are available and announced also in the classes. Maybe you followed or not, I don't know that one. Link, open? Not opening. Opening, sir. అంటే మీరు కాపీ రాంగ్ చేసి ఉండొచ్చు కదా. అదే So that's why, sir, no problem. From now or right now, I'm going to creating the Google Classroom link. Then you can leave the temporary link. I'll generate the Google Classroom for our batch. From today onwards, every updation, sir, comes in this batch. Online students, your joining link I'm just dropping in the chat box. Please check that. By using that, you can join in the classroom, Google Classroom link. Online students, check the chat box. And offline student, this is the joining code. 2HZIGLR, case sensitive. That is your joining code. Open Google Classroom, sir. In our mobile systems, so Google. Google, we have so many other classroom or drive photos. So click on the Google Classroom link. There we have the join option. When you click on the join option, it's asking enter the code. That goes write this code. I'll show it. Wait. First copy this code. 2H, case sensitive, sir. Capital letters, small letters, don't neglect. 2, small h, small z, small I, small g, small l, small r. All are small letters. So what to do with this code, sir? Somebody's doubt. I'll show it how to use that one. Online students, you can continue how you never go. There is no material. Sir, sense untal sir. Just now I created the link, sir. How material comes, sir? Even 1 minute also not completed. Because students are not joined. I am not closed the window. How notes comes? Sir, over excitement is dangerous, sir. BP rising. Who don't have any Google Classroom link knowledge or something. For those students, I am showing here. See that, sir. Go to the Google apps. So Google browser nowadays in every mobile system is available. A Google Class. We have the Google options here. So many here, kada. Google Play Store, Google Drive, contacts, photos, something available. There we have the Google Classroom link also. But this is Classroom.
Hello?
Anna. Open the Google. Directly search the Google Classroom link.
Open the
Google browser. Search the Google Classroom link. We'll get the link here. So click on here, Google Classroom. So this is the option we are getting. Select the go to Classroom. Your Google Classroom link is opens. But these options not displaying in our system. Plain screen, blank screen it will comes. Next, what to do, sir? We have the plus symbol here. Observe this one. Top of your browser plus symbol available. Click on that plus symbol. Means I am joining in Google Classroom link. So you are hitting see na join class. Click on this plus symbol. What you have to select? Join a creator. Join. Because Classroom I already created. You have to select the join. It's asking what is your class code. You copied the 7 letters. Kada? Type here the 7 letters. 2Z something you copied. Kada? 7 letters type here. 7 hai na? 7 letters available. Kada? These 7 letters type in this box. After that, sir, you will get the option join. Currently join in disabled gather. Right now join is not working because I am not entered the code. If you enter the 7 characters, this button is activated. Really, yes, sir. Check it. Copying. Observe the button also. I am pasting here, sir. Highlighted. And now click on join. Successfully task completed. So once if you join in the classroom, sir, you will get this screen. Exactly this screen is comes. HTML JavaScript 6 p.m. February month by Shivakumar. The same screen is comes. What is the use, sir? What I'm going to updating the and posting the notes and materials, it's visible here. It is visible here. The supporting options are classwork and your classmates' names. If you want to know it, click on the people's. You will get your classmates' names. Already 45 members joined. And tomorrow all are going to joining here. These are your classmates' names. And we have any questions or doubts, sir, those also you can drop here. How, sir? You can announce the something available. You can just type your question and post it. I'll give the reply after some time. And immediately don't expect. Classes available. Immediately I can give the reply. End of the day, I'll give the reply. If you have any questions or problems. Personal problems, either don't drop it. Your doubts, your queries, all you can drop it here, sir. Because the chatting option for every student is activated by default. So anybody you can drop the question. We'll go for the rectification of that one. The Google Classroom. So today night I'll update the notes and example. You can access that one. From day 1 to up to now, what we discuss the theory part, examples, plus video recordings also I'm posting. Up to yesterday, video records also I'm going to posting, but future videos either not come, so underline this word, Your Honor. And previous links and demo sessions plus link problems available, that way we are sharing. In future, if you miss the classes, if you want to get the videos, sir, you should request the management. Then only they are sharing, otherwise no chance. So manual attendance compulsory. 90% videos not sharing, sir, except the special health problems or etc. scenarios. Get it together? They already start sharing the videos. For 2 days we'll take the rest. Third day Shivakumar is sharing videos. No. This is the last time I'm going to sharing the video. In the future, I'm not going to sharing any videos. If you need anything, please contact the admin or management only. Notes only I'm sharing. Videos is not my duty. Okay, balance 6 will continue in tomorrow's session. Thank you all.